Hey YouTube, my name is Ian or Depth. Actually, I'm just Ian. I don't have a fancy name like Levite or anyone else. I'm sure I could if I wanted to, but I'm just Ian. I'm just Ian. I'm just a plain old guy. But I am the general manager of Depth Esports, and I am here on the YouTube channel today to talk about our month in review for January of 2020. Starting off the decade pretty strong, I would say. So we'll start off with the Depthcade. We launched a new little marketing campaign called the Depthcade. It's pretty much just a pun on depth and the word decade, and it took off pretty well, I'd say. We got people tweeting Depthcade. I'm pretty sure there are thousands of tweets out there with hashtag Depthcade, all from the last month. So that is just insane. Shout out to all you guys that are doing that. And if you're watching this video not following the Depth YouTube page, or the Twitter page, YouTube page, what am I talking about? Anyways, if you're not following the Twitter page, you should follow that. It's some pretty good content, I would say. Some people even say that our social media manager, Levite, my boss, technically, is a rather good tweeter, and frankly, I have to agree. So yeah, follow Depth Esports on Twitter. So speaking of Twitter, our Twitter page started the decade at about 350 followers. We are up to 420, give or take a few right now. And the growth potential is still there, I would say. I think we're going to hit 500 relatively soon. Probably by the end of February, early March, maybe mid-March, but by the middle of the year, by June or so, we will definitely be at 500, maybe even at 600 if we, keep doing our thing. In content creation, we brought on three great new personalities to the organization. They are some funny dudes. We got Crotus, Wicked Obsidian, and MLCN. All three of those guys are just great. I love having them around. I can't wait to see what kind of content they're going to be doing for us while they're here. Where our boys started off the month qualifying for both AGN and ESA League, so very proud of them. And at the time of recording this video, today is January 31st, 2020, we are undefeated in both those leagues. They are playing their butts off and playing some great Rainbow Six. It's gotten me interested in Rainbow Six, and that's not usually a game I'm a big fan of, but they're methodical in how they play, so I'm very happy with how they play. Unfortunately, it wasn't all fun and games for the team, as we did wind up making 2 roster changes to the team. So we had to let go of TJL and Alf, and we brought on Modern Knight as a 4th, and he's been playing great for us, so we're very happy to have him on. But we are still looking for a 5th new player to replace Alf. We are obviously looking around, but our core roster right now of Blinky, 7, and Roko, they continue to get better and better, and they are playing greatly. We are very happy to have them on. We wanted to start the Depthcade off with a big bang, and we did that by, just stepping our foot into the door with Call of Duty. So our new team for Call of Duty Modern Warfare and hopefully for other games is Welly, Cruelty, Crisis, Bordy, and Stoli. They immediately stood up and started to do some damage in the Call of Duty scene under the Depth name. They're playing great in scrims, and they actually qualified and dominated the group stage of the NGE Season 8 League. But unfortunately, our playoff run wasn't quite as good. We finished 5th place, which, that's not terrible. That's good. I mean, I'm happy with that finish. Obviously, would like to see it go further, but they played very well. It was a lot of fun to watch them. It got me back into competitive Call of Duty, which I used to be a big fan of back in the day, but I hadn't been paying attention to it for a little while. So seeing our boys playing amazingly has gotten me right back into it. So I'm having a lot of fun with that. Our team showed a lot of great promise in the future, and after NGE, we moved on to CDL Minnesota. So we were going right to a national tournament, and that was one heck of a showing for them. We lost in the first round, which, it's double elimination, so we still had a life, and we just dominated the losers bracket. We ran through 6 or 7 other teams. And after being seeded at number 51 to start the tournament, we eventually finished at 18 out of 168 teams. And if we won one more match, we would have finished top 16, which that's insane for a first for our organization to finish top 24, which is beyond impressive for like an established organization when it's that kind of a tournament. I'm so happy with how things went. They went above and beyond most expectations and proved that Depth is not a team to mess around with. We are here. We're going to be showing up to competitions. Sooner or later, we're going to be winning these events like it's nothing. So I'm looking forward to that. We got our first player, Spinach. He had a great start to the year. He finished 4th place at the Sweet Revenge event, and he was feeling hungry after his good performance at Sweet Revenge, and it was time for Blast Off. And this was one of the most stacked events in Alabama, where Spinach is from, where he participates in a lot of his events. And there were a lot of world-renowned players coming to compete at this event, and he had a lot to prove and did just that. He grabbed some huge upsets from a lot of respected players, and he ended up finishing at 5th. We're finishing at 5th place a lot at these events, which, given how these tournaments are, I'm fairly happy with that. I'd love to see it go further moving forward, but his hero play is nothing to sniffle at. Spinach was not the only one having a great start to the year. Our other Smash player, Oz, started with a 7th place finish out of 33 players at Smash and Slurp, which, hey, that's great. Good job to Oz, great guy. And after a good performance there, he had some high expectations going in that unfortunately he didn't quite meet at the Hype 11 event. He finished 16th place there, but all that did was just motivate him to do better. He found his footing again and went on a huge streak at Pop-Up, and he beat a lot of respected players and ultimately finished in 7th place. So great job to Oz too. Very, very happy in that aspect. So that's pretty much the state of the organization for 2020. We're very excited to keep the hype going. Our plans are going to get bigger, more ambitious. We're just going to keep moving forward, keep getting bigger, keep getting stronger, just keep getting better, keep improving our brand in the esports scene. I'm very excited for the future of this organization. It's great to be a part of it. I love being able to contribute in a way that I actually know how to do it instead of just being an e-athlete. Actually, working in management. This is something fun. I'm enjoying it. I hope you guys are excited as I am, and for Levites. So if you enjoyed this video and want to see more, please consider subscribing. Check out the merch in the description below. If you want to follow the organization on Twitter, Instagram, anything like that, all those links will be in the description below. If you want to follow me on Twitter, my Twitter is @IanMCusick. That is spelled C-U-S-I-C-K. That'll probably also be in the description too. It depends on if Levite wants to add me in there or not, which, if he does, that'd be very cool. But no pressure there. Until next time, Depth Esports, my name is Ian. I'm the General Manager of Depth Esports, and you can catch the wave later. See ya.